just wanna run. My energy is safe and when reveling I'm undone, I feel the decay. I don't wanna be alone. I can still feel you inside my bones.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Architect the Dreamer back with another ATD Reacts. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I am so stoked to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, click that little bell so you'll get notified every time I drop a new video. Make sure to follow me on socials at ATDmusic, on Instagram and Threads at ATD Reacts, and on Facebook at ATD Official. At the beginning of this video, you heard a snippet of my new single, Bones, which comes out on May 9th, and the pre-save link for that is in the description below. So if you guys want to go pre-save that, it would mean the world to me, and it'd be a great way to support me as an artist myself. And I will have an official lyric video for Bones dropping this Friday. We're still here again for Wednesday Reactions, Part 2, and we're diving in to the Money Game series. Now, my plan for this is every Wednesday I'm going to do a different REN reaction, and then I'm going to do a money game. And so I did chalk outlines this morning. We're doing Money Game Part 1 tonight. I'll do Money Game Part 2 next week, and then I'll do Money Game Part 3 the week after. And then I've been told that Money Ties is kind of an unofficial Part 4 to that. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think that's what I've been told. So with that being the case, we're going to jump into this Money Game series, and then the other reaction that I do each week will be something different. So without any further ado, we're going to dive right in. This is the official music video for Money Game Part 1 from REN. Let's get it.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, stripe theory, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose, but who's fooling who? A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game.
Ooh, okay. We are diving right in. Strange time we're living in. World can put fear in ya. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through the parliament interior. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. This came out, I believe, in 2019, 2020. Like, this came out 5 or 6 years ago. And those words have never been truer than they are right now. Eerie theories strike fear in weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships, nearly blinded by illusions to choose, but who's fooling who? A ball chained to your shoes, I'm pained. So true. And I know that REN is from the UK and I'm in America, but everything that's happening in America right now with our government and society in the world is 5, 6 years later. This is still maybe even more applicable than what it was. Oh, man. Okay. We're going to run this back from the beginning of that and then keep going through it.
fearing. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Read one strip, parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theories, strive fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns.
Facts.
But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
Oh my God. His vocal tone in that is so different than anything that I've listened to so far. That was so smooth and clean. I don't know if that's the hook or what that is, but that little melodic part right there was, oh, mwah, chef's kiss.
His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm
Soul.
it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop. This old money game.
Oh,
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is going to terrorize you in the streets, they say proudly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech.
oh. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas that keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets, they say it proudly through gritted teeth. It's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech. Oh, man. That is, such an elegant way of saying that those who are in power feed off of the dissension and feed off of the separation between groups of people. And they feed into that fear that if you're not like me, then that means that you're bad. In layman's terms, like, that is what our society runs off of. It runs off of this idea that I'm on the good side, and anybody who doesn't believe what I believe or fit into my ideologies, you're on the bad side. And the government is just taking both sides, crafting it in their hands, marionetting us around like puppets, making us fight each other. So good. So real.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets, they say proudly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy.
Oh. That was There's an irony in freedom because us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered and murdered like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Oh my God. The lyrics are so heavy, but also that delivery, that fast little chopping rhyme right there was so smooth.
Separate when it makes believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered and murdered like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant. Cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we make the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat, the same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak, our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right, in the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 a storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins.
Lower.
We'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game.
Oh, wow. What did I just watch? Oh my goodness. Wow. That was a trip and a half. I'm going to need you guys to give me a little bit of background onto like the symbolism that's going on there. I've been trying to figure out the whole like I know that the guy playing guitar is like face covered, wrapped in a noose, which to me kind of represents like the people in power just view us all as like faceless entities. Like we have no inherent value to the government. We have no inherent value to those in power. Let me write a little like draw some eyes and whatnot on. So that's what I'm getting from that. I feel like there's symbolism in this that is like going over my head. So please in the comments if you guys can explain it a little bit more. I also know this is like part 1, but when this came out, was it like known that it was part 1 and there was going to be more, or did this just like end on this crazy cliffhanger of him pouring gasoline on himself and lighting a lighter? That was bonkers. Lyrically, this is so fitting for the country we're in right now. And I love the fact that he's just straight up like, every person on this planet is an immigrant in some way, shape, or form. So for you to sit here and to like try to close down borders and talk so negatively and poorly about immigrants, like, motherfucker, you're an immigrant too. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we make the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Like, so true. Old situations play on repeat, which is just another way of saying history repeats itself, which it does, especially if you don't learn from it. I don't know. I don't remember what the actual quote is, but it's like, those who refuse to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And we're literally watching that happen in our country right now. And I'm sure it's happening in other countries around the world. Wow. Such a great song. So many cool elements in this. I love the fact that he brought back the rain, 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 a storm, it comes our way. And the first time he was hitting up in that tenor register, and then when he kind of brought it back as like a reprise at the end there, he was in his lower register. And I thought that that was a really cool way of like kind of bringing it back down and like giving it almost some more gravitas. Wow, that was phenomenal. Yeah, I can't wait to see the other parts of this series. I love the fact the thing that I'm falling in love with the most with Ren is just his storytelling ability. And as somebody who, my love for writing is so rooted in storytelling, and if you listen to enough of my music, you'll kind of pick up on that. His ability to tell a story both musically, I shouldn't say both because it's more than two things, but his ability to tell a story musically, to tell a story vocally, to tell a story lyrically, and then to tell an entirely different story visually is just a masterclass in art. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I would love to hear what you guys think. If this is your first time seeing Money Game, which I know a lot of you are renegades and have seen it before, but if you're watching this for the first time the same way that I am, I would love to hear your thoughts. And for those who have watched this and who know a little bit more in the background, please feel free to shed a little bit of light on if there's any storytelling elements or things that I kind of missed in it. But yeah, I absolutely loved that so much. Like I said at the beginning, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, click that little bell, follow me on socials, pre-save my new song, Bones, which comes out on May 9th, and I'll see you guys back here for the next one.